Number one thing I wish you and your doctors knew about sex and autoimmunity, you guessed it. Guess what it is? Hormones. Hormones, hormones, hormones. There are several patterns of hormone imbalances that trigger autoimmune disease and make autoimmune disease worse. None of the doctors have training around this. So doctors really don't know how to test. And even if they did test, they're telling people it's normal when it's not. And then they don't know the patterns that actually impact upon autoimmunity. So they give bad advice or give a ton of hormones. So there's so many ways with which it could fail, and it does. So 100% of people who come on who book a call with us, I can tell you that they're not even aware of it, but 50% of the symptoms at minimum is because of hormonal imbalances they don't know about. So for women, if you think about it, if you're hot flashing all night, if you're having insomnia, if you're not sleeping, if you have anxiety, depression, brain fog, if you have pain, and if you have vaginal dryness, or if your hair is falling out, or if you've gained a ton of weight, why the hell would you want to have sex? You don't. So there's literally 99 ways with which hormones can impact upon a woman's ability to want to have sex or enjoy sex. So hormone balance is a big deal. Hormone balance is a big deal. And the question is, what can you do about it? So what I'm going to tell you is number one is that proper hormone testing is going to be really important. I do have plenty of videos around that. In our program, Transform Autoimmune, you absolutely will test your full hormone panel, not just hormones, but also adrenal hormones and also thyroid hormones. These are really, really key. And your understanding of that is going to be really, really important as well, because your doctors sure as hell don't know what to do with it. No training around it. And so I train you how to deal with it. We deal with hormones in our main program, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally, for the whole kit and caboodle. We also have a standalone program called My Hormone Masterclass. So if the whole kit and caboodle is too big for you right now and you want to learn more about our hormone program, it's called My Hormone Masterclass, you can type in the chat My Hormone Masterclass and our team can give you more information about that. But in My Hormone Masterclass, you check your hormones, you do testing. That's going to be really important. You do proper timing of your testing. You get properly educated about your results. And in My Hormone Masterclass, it also includes a consultation with yours truly. So My Hormone Masterclass is a great place to start for a lot of people where if you feel like hormones is your biggest problem, that would be the best place to start. And it could be any of these symptoms that we talked about. Now, next thing is that if there is one supplement that I can recommend, people are like, I can't do any supplement hormones testing right now or class or whatever. What's one thing I can do to actually help balance my hormones without any of that? I would say Love Her. Check out our Hormone Essentials line. I would say that Love Her would be an incredible one supplement to help out with, I would say 90% of hormone patterns can be absolutely helped with Love Her. So that would be great. And that's 2 a day. And that's called Love Her. And there's a link to our Hormone Essentials above and in the comment section below. Check it out. One supplement, right? But I'm going to go back to our fish oil. Pro Omega 1000 really helps in hormone balance as well. And that's 3 Pro Omega 1000 a day would be super helpful. Fish oil, Love Her, really great combination. And then you throw in some collagen a couple times a week, or you go throw in some Golden Balance every night as a snack before bed. Rest Her for melatonin before bed. Those are some things you can already really do. And believe it or not, if you have less pain, if you sleep better, will you improve your hormone balance while you sleep? The answer is yes. Hormone balance that happens with the liver and the rest of your body, most of it is happening while you sleep. So if you don't sleep, that's going to be a big problem. So hormones are going to be really key here. And number one, it's going to be proper testing, education around it, and knowing exactly what to do to fix it would be really great. And then, yes, there's some supplements that can be helpful for that. Now, how does hormones affect men and male libido? So for reasons that I already talked about, like all those things that I talked about impact upon men, right? I would say that everyone thinks, well, not everyone, actually. You'd be shocked how many men come into our program have never had their hormones tested, whether it's testosterone, whether it's progesterone, whether it's thyroid, never, right? And it pains me. It actually pains me because I actually know for a fact from my own experience that 80% of chronic disease that we see in men, one of the causal things is actually hormone problems. And I feel like men just don't get their hormones tested. There's like some sort of stigma or taboo around it. It's almost like And I talked about this last week when I talked about men and autoimmunity. If a man goes in to ask his doctor to test his hormones, he's being judged and perceived as if he was some sort of bodybuilder trying to get testosterone, and that isn't the issue. The real intent is you just want to get out of pain. You just want to feel better, right? So for me, proper hormone balance in men is even more important as than women in some ways, because there's so many social taboos and misinformation against men being tested properly. So that's why in our program Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally, we really do tackle men's hormones in a very holistic, comprehensive way, which is really key. And so for me, it isn't just about testosterone at all, even though it's important. And then guess what? A lot of the mechanisms of what creates testosterone is actually adrenal hormones. So if your doctors know nothing about proper adrenal testing, understanding the patterns, you can't even think about how to help a man naturally improve his hormones. So it's almost like, oh, I'm going to test your testosterone. I'm just going to decide whether I'm going to give you testosterone or not. And that's completely missing the boat and complete utter BS. But that's where conventional medicine is at right now with men and hormones. I'm just testing to see if I'm going to give him testosterone or not. And I'm going to call bull on that, because I would test it along with all these other hormones to look at a fuller picture of what is the underlying cause of this. Let's fix the cause. Let's help him naturally make more of his hormones and balance them naturally. And do you know that men actually respond to treating their hormones faster in bigger ways than women? So it's interesting. We have men and women in our program, and you find that in certain symptoms, men will get a much quicker lift in the beginning, and women will get better too. But at the rate in the very beginning, in the launch of that, it's a little bit slower. So it's interesting how men and women do respond differently to treatment, to autoimmunity, whether it's natural or even medication. There is some differences between men and women. So for me, it's really important for men to actually get educated about their hormones as well. And if you guys are interested in me doing more about men and hormones, I did a men and autoimmunity last week. But if you guys are interested in me talking about men and their hormones, type in the chat that you want more information or you would like an autoimmune table talk about men and hormones. I would love to be able to do that. If you want to learn more about our Transform Autoimmune program, join our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. You can also go to drmaggieyu.com and watch our training that really started it all, where I go in detail the 5 pillars of Transform. You can also book a chat with our team. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you can actually see a link to book a chat with our team to work with us, to talk to our team to work with us. So I think that's a wrap, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed sex and autoimmunity today. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. I hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later.